Wow, Ryan Garcia takes his career to the next level. He's moving to Dallas so he could be right next to Errol Spence. Hey, stop that cat. And Derrick James, their gym. Big moves. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Leave it to the king of boxing talk, Boxingego, aka Ego, to be the first to break the news. Now, Ryan Garcia, he posted on his social media, I'm just now getting to make a video about it, and he says he will be moving to Dallas. And he put his prayer up and he put his king emoji. Short, sweet, to the point. Ryan Garcia, he's a young man. He looks like he's been, enjoying the spoils of being rich and young and having a big fight that did over $1 million with Gervonta Davis. Great for boxing, great success. And he was in places like Egypt. I don't know exactly where else he went, but now he's made the decision to leave SoCal, where he is from. He is from Victorville, and I believe he was living in San Diego, and then I think he might have moved to LA or close to Victorville. And now he's made the decision to move to Dallas. Now, we knew this was an option, or at least I did, because he announced that he was moving forward with a brand new trainer, Derrick James. And Derrick James is from Oak Cliff. He's based out of the Dallas area, and that's where Errol Spence trains. So it's an option. But, I've seen fighters who, like, let's say Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu says he's going to spend about $300K to set up the lab and train in Las Vegas if he is to fight Jermell Charlo in Las Vegas for Undisputed. So he's not going to uproot and move from Australia and make his citizenship or his residence Las Vegas, just to train out here. He's just doing it for a camp. And we've seen that. There's guys from Canada, England, and they'll rent a home or whatever they have to do to have a training camp, and then they'll go back to wherever they live. Or like you've seen plenty of fighters go to Big Bear, for example. They don't live and have a cabin in Big Bear, but they go to Big Bear to train. Or some fighters go to Colorado, like Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford goes to Colorado a lot. And I think right now he might be doing Colorado and Las Vegas. So he didn't move. He still lives in Omaha, still lives in Nebraska, but he has set up labs and set up shop in other states. So that is up to the fighter. The fighter is up to their personal discretion. Ryan Garcia making the choice to actually move to Dallas and get a spot in Dallas, I think that's big, and that shows some balls, it shows some cojones, it shows some discipline, and it shows possibly some maturity in Ryan Garcia. Now, I'm not Derrick James, I'm not Ryan Garcia, but I never put limits on a man because I always look at it like this. I would never want for someone to put any type of limitation on me, because if you do that, if you say that Ego can't do this or can't do that, then I'm going to make you eat your words. That's who I am as a competitor. I've been like that since a kid. I'm hardwired to be this way. It's just what it is. If you say I can't, then I'm going to make sure you see it when I can. And I do whatever you said. Like when people said, oh, you can't be a YouTuber. What's in it? What's your goal? You should get a regular job and all that other stuff. I show people. So I would never put limitations on another man because I don't know. The human spirit is tough. It's hard to break. If a person is willed and determined, man on fire, like you've seen the movies, Man on Fire, Man Apart, and these movies where like vengeance or revenge or these different storylines, and it just motivates the person to another level, and they cannot be stopped. Their will is so insane that they won't be denied. Whatever they're after, revenge or whatever vengeance, they won't stop until they get it. So I can respect it. So again, I can't tell you what the future holds for Ryan Garcia if he picks up with Derrick James. All I know is Derrick James is an amazing trainer, and he has a way to communicate with his fighters, and it seems like his fighters respect him a lot. And I do know that Derrick James, his gym is popping right now. You got Errol Spence, who has an awesome opportunity to try to become undisputed, which should be, a pro dream of his. And he already has an undisputed guy in Jermell Charlo. Big opportunities with Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu's been looking good in Australia with his tune-up style fights. So Derrick James could very well have 2 undisputed fighters really by the end of this year. And then you add guys like Frank Martin, who's a beast, stays ready so he don't have to get ready. He has an upcoming fight against an Olympian, July 15th, I want to say. Anthony Joshua moved from the UK to train out there and train in Dallas, which is something that I've said for years that Anthony Joshua should do. And then now you have Ryan Garcia, who also is uprooting and leaving, quote unquote, the comfort zone, CZ. I don't believe in comfort zones. I think comfort zones are weak. You're a weak person if you stay in your comfort zone, because it's just like your alarm goes off in the morning and you got mad stuff to do, but it feels good under the blankets. It feels good under your covers and comforters. You're weak. You're a weak person if you can't will yourself to get up and handle your responsibility. Because imagine you had kids or somebody else who was relying on you. You take care of your parents or your family. What, are you going to stay in bed because it feels good? You got stuff to do. And my father, always in my life, and my parents are still together to this day, I learned from that. And no matter how my dad felt, he would always make sure to set that example and be a hard worker and the hardest worker in the room. So I don't respect nothing else other than work ethic. So at the end of the day, I respect this move from Ryan Garcia. He's young. He's trying to figure it out. He lost kind of embarrassingly. Like, if you listen to what he said he was going to do to Gervonta Davis, knock him out in 2 rounds, he got too big for his britches. Now you're too big for your britches. You got a few little, you think you have, but you just ridiculous. What is that from? And, he said he's going to knock Tank out. We know those things and those prophecies didn't come true. It happens. But it's like General Patton, and I'm probably going to slaughter this. He has a great quote where he says something like, he doesn't judge a man based on, his successes. He judges a man during his worst times and his pitfalls to see how he bounces back. And that's what I love about the sport of boxing. You cannot put limitations on the limitless, and the mind is truly limitless. You could do whatever you put your mind to at the end of the day. So I respect it. If Ryan Garcia is serious, which it sounds like, this is a step in the right direction, because being at home, there's a hometown hijinks, especially where Ryan Garcia was living, SoCal. I'm from Cali. Up north, I'm in the Bay Area. Yee! But at the end of the day, I know Cali, LA, that's my backyard. I just got back from LA this month. So that's a second home. The whole West Side is mine. Las Vegas, LA, I'm everywhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? We done taken several trips to these areas. I got tons of friends and people that live out there. And at the end of the day, there's just a lot of distractions, especially if you're from there, especially if you're a celebrity there. Always parties to go to. There's a nightlife. Always, you can get some grub, stuff you're not supposed to be eating as a boxer. That food, go to the Arts District, whatever. And Ryan Garcia going somewhere that's foreign to him, I don't know Ryan's whole backstory, if he has family in Texas or anything like that, but I'm not guessing so, because it took for him to lose to make this decision to go to Texas. Like, he could have been in Texas if he wanted to be in Texas. He's doing it to further his career. And for me, I got to respect that. I truly do. So well wishes to Ryan Garcia. Came up short against Gervonta Davis. Let's see what he does next. I think he should probably take a tune-up, new trainer, get your chemistry right. Derrick James, he has a big opportunity to do marvelous things for many years to come, especially pending some of the outcomes of these recent fights. But I'll leave y'all with that. Ryan Garcia moving to Dallas. Shout out to Texas, all my fans in Texas. I got a big following in Texas. I don't know what it is, but shout out to Texas. Yeah, big Texas. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. I'm the best in the business. I make it look good, and it's not even close. And I'm out. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxing Ego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new interactive and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready.